Hello everybody, welcome back. As you can see, we are back at the Funfair. I have got a little clip that I'm going to insert shortly. Showing you how I built this. I think it turned out quite nicely. Let's just have a look at it from a distance. And then I have done a few things and I have done planning for a few things. So let's drop the clip in for how I built the entrance to the Funfair, and then we can take it from there. Okay, so I didn't put the poll up this weekend for the name of our roller coaster. I do apologize. It's been a little hectic, and I promise I will do better. But the name of our roller coaster is still up for debate. But I have put a different fence around here. I think it looks a lot better. It's what I've used on most of the rides. I thought, you know what, let's just stick with what we've got. I've used the other fence on the fun house or the haunted house. So I thought this would be good on this side. And it's glitched out in a couple of places where I've tried to turn it sideways. As you can see, it sort of loses bits. But if you don't look at it that closely, you won't notice it. I also changed the pattern on the slide. I think that looks really cool. And I had to put the haunted tree somewhere. It's way too big for us to put by the haunted house, but I thought this was a perfect spot right in the middle of the roller coaster to put the spooky tree. I think he's creepy. No, I think he's not creepy. He's really cool. Bye. All right, moving along. I have done a couple of things with the pirate boat. As you can see, I've put a couple of supports in, and those were just irritating me. So I then moved my focus and gave him the pirate light and did a little bit of landscaping behind him, as well as behind the statue. Okay, we've got a couple of ship parts here. I think this is the net hook, and there's an anchor and life rings and the dead branches, which I absolutely love, and a couple of fishing nets. Then the last thing that we're going to do with the Barbaras, I think, is change the flag, because there is a pirate flag. So let's put the pirate flag on. There we go. If not, why not? So there we go. His hat matches the flag now, and at night the green of the rigging will match the spooky monster next to it. I also have done a few more things in the haunted house. I'm going to take you for a walk through on the top floor, and you can tell me what you think. I did put the Scooby-Doo sign up, and then you will also notice I've taken the sound effects out of the settings because my footsteps were driving me crazy. So if you come in here, that open. Gotta run. We gotta run. We gotta run. Okay. There's nothing down here. All right, so we come in here. The ladder opens. Look at that. The monster roars. We go up the ladder, and we come to our very weird and wonky room to get out. As we walk past, we run out the door. We've got pumpkins here. And then as you walk here, this door opens. These come on. we have a couple of odds and ends. I've got another one of these walls here. So as you come past here, that will light up. I haven't mastered the switches, but I'm learning. Okay, and as you go down here, you can see that lights up. Come down here. Scooby! Scooby! So as you walk past, then we've got an arrow facing that way and 2 arrows saying exit. So that is where you leave. We've been to see this room in here with all the clues and the key and the door behind there. But if we turn and face this way, we've got all these arrows. So this is the way we've come in. So we come out this way. And as we step here, this swings open, which I'm very proud of. Okay. And then if you come here, I think I tied him up to anything. Yeah, the light comes on as you come close. And then if you come this way, these lights come on. Oh, I haven't put lights above them yet. Okay, but that light comes on. Oh, let me take my flashlight off. Okay, so that light comes on. It's just the little kid's lamp on the table. And then you follow the running people all the way through here. And as you step in here, this opens and closes. These. And you come around the corner and you've just got a pumpkin. You come in here. And as you come in, you see the mirrors. Each of these has got a light in their head. So a light comes on. We've got the flames on the floor. And we've got the spooky masks. Okay. And then if you come through here again and you walk out and you go, phew, okay, I did it and I survived. Yay. I'm going to have to fix that whole wall and the ladder thing. But that's for another day. Now, I got a suggestion. In fact, I got 2 suggestions on what to do with this. The first suggestion was an arcade with games and things. The second one was a hall of mirrors or a maze. Now, I like the idea of the maze, and I also like the idea of like the games and stuff to play. So we're going to do both, but not in the same spot. So this one will be the arcade games, the foosball table, that sort of stuff. And on the other side over there is a nice big patch there that we can actually put a maze down, and it might even move out and underneath the roller coaster. And this gives us the opportunity to use the trees coming through. Is this tree on our property? No, it isn't. Dang it. Okay, I'll move. Why, guy? I thought that was resolved. Oh well. We are going to put the entertainment area down here, and then we're going to put stairs going up, and we can have a viewing platform so you can sit up here, have a look and see what's going on, watch the Ferris wheel, the roller coaster, the Barbaras, and keep an eye on the kids. So yes, that is my plan. Should we start the plan by building in a little bit, because clearly the tree is going to be a problem. So how many do I need to build in? About 1 meter. Let's go right up to the roof and let's see, is this enough? Yes, it is. Let's take that other wall out. You can see we're literally on the property line here. Let's just take all that out. Do you want a staircase going up? You can see the tree is poking its little branches in here. So I was thinking of a staircase going up that way and then up to the next floor. And I think I'm going to just have support so you can still see the weird roof that we have next door here. And let's go up. How high are we here? That's quite tall, isn't it? 3 meters? About. Did I leave a gap? I did. I'm really bad at leaving gaps against walls because I'm always like, I'm going to do something wrong, and then I end up having gaps. Okay, so we've got 2 levels and we have tree branches poking through there. Not badly, so maybe we take this back just to there. That's more than enough space, and that's more than enough space. And then I was thinking down here at the back is probably a good place to put a bathroom, because we've got one on the other side now. So we can put a little bathroom in here as well. And then we can probably put like a kitchen prep area at the back here. I am going to put a solid wall in here. There we go. Because then we've got this cool roof over here, and we can then put another, I think, flat roof on this, and probably a bright color again. Because even though I'm liking the driftwood finish, I think we need a bright color roof. So we can do red, yellow, blue, green. I think yellow. Let's find us a roof, shall we? Yes, I'm a lazy sausage. I just throw it on like that, then I play with it. Resize. Do we want it completely covered up here, or should we have it half open? I think half open would be quite nice. So then we've got an enclosed portion, and then we've got an open section. So let's do the walls limited roof. Much easier. I don't want to close this section in, but I should. There we go. So you've still got a little bit of the roof showing through, which is awesome. Now we might as well use that on there. Should we use these? I was playing, well, you'll see it, you would have seen it by now. I was playing with the Fishy Ghost at the Fishy Festival, and they did the most amazing trellis with this thing, and I have no idea how they did it. I'm guessing they did it like this. So if I do that, can I? Yes. Interesting. I'm just going to have to figure out how they did it. I have to go and I haven't finished the job yet, so I'm going to have to go and observe. I think that's quite cute. And then we can put a fence around the top here. Do we go with our carnival fence, or do we go with a slightly more relaxed version in wood? I suppose let's do wood, and then we can always make fittings. Right, shiny. It's one of the corners here. There we go. Yeah, I think that will be fun. And then down here, I suppose I'm thinking of using a bright color, so we might as well establish where the bathrooms are going, and then let's have a look here. Here are the cubicles. So there's your wall there. Can always change it. Okay, let's see. If it's there, it's going to be quite deep. we are going to need a door that will open either way. It's fine. That opens that way. We know where the door can go. And then should we do the same door as we've got in the other bathroom? All I did was change the glass from tinted to milk. And it doesn't hook on anything, doesn't catch on anything. And we're good. There we go. We've got the semblance of a bathroom. And then I think the stairs can go up here. So we can either go up and that way or up and that way. There we go. Is right by the bathroom. Okay, so let's use, we go with the yellow. I like the yellow. So should we put a railing on? I suppose. Being boring, yes. Please have to think hard which side of the staircase I'm thinking of doing. Okay, there we go. So we can go up and then out. Awesomeness. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to have to close this side in as well. But I think we can do some fun designs on this. Yeah, that's sort of more the idea. Because it's going to be dark, it's going to be lots of lights and stuff. I think let's do that. Yeah. I better line that staircase up a bit better. As I was saying. Finally connected the stairs to the fence. So yay! I'm happy about that. This is still undercover, so if it's raining, you can get out of here without a problem. Now I think I'm going to keep the wooden floor, but I think we need some bright colors on the walls, and I'm not sure why am I doing that. And I'm not sure if I should use a pattern or if I should just do a plain color. We've used these. Whew. It's intense. That's okay. Let's do that and then make it blue. Maybe sort of that. You've got that pattern there. You've got that there. Let's look at games. Large games. We want the air hockey for sure. And we are going to need these. And we're going to need a puck. And then we've got all the machines. We've got 1, 2, 3 machines that we can probably put in various shapes, colors, and forms. And then apparently I was told I can do a driving game. If I take a TV, okay, and I turn it on, I have to select the channel. Okay, so if I go to change, there we go. Floor is lava. Awesomeness. Right, now, if we've got a driving game, what can we use as a steering wheel? Okay, we got pedals. Place them side by side. All right, we got pedals. We got a seat. We got a steering wheel. Now we just need some buttons. Where are we going to find some buttons? I know we got this button. We might as well use it. What do you say? There we go. We have a driving game of sorts. Not perfect, but it's not bad. I think I want to make this bigger. It isn't really a chair that you can really fit in there nicely to drive, but that'll do. I think I want to, let's see, fabric, maybe this one. Which way does this go? Okay, that works. Then we need some speakers. Do these hang on the wall? Yes, they do. Yes, I can live with that. So let's put 2 of them here. Let's go the plastic. Plastic. I was trying to say black plastic, but it came out plastic. That'll work for me. That should do it. We have a driving game. I wouldn't mind something on the side here. We're going to have to find something to put on the side there. We have the steering wheel. We have buttons. Maybe, I don't know, cluster of 3 like that. We've got the pedals. I can live with that. All right, and then we can put a bunch of these games here. I don't like the wood, but it'll do. Maybe you. What other options do we have? Oh, yes. And maybe like 3 of these. I suppose I should give them a bit of space in between. Otherwise they're going to whack each other. Okay, some arcade games. A foosball table. Now, I do want to build a coin machine. I've been given an idea by Moving Target, who actually built a coin machine in one of her builds. And I really, really like it. So I've asked permission to steal her idea with permission. And she has said yes. So I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to do that right this very minute. I need to pull up the image and then we need to figure out how to do it. I'm thinking of doing probably a counter here, maybe a couple of, I was going to say, vending machines. We don't really have vending machines, but we can make a plan, and a couple of lights. But we've also got neon lights. We've got lots of fun neon lights here. That won't sit on the back there. That's sad. Right. There we go. And then our driving game. Brake, accelerator. Okay, I think we're going to put some cabinets in first. Let's find us some counters. These will work. Actually, you know what? Let's use both of them. So let's see. What have we got here? Red and black works for me. So let's put that like there. There we go. I didn't have snap to grid on. Alright, so a shop counter. It's a little tight, but it'll be fine. And then we can get a till. Where is our till? Yes, it is. I want the red and black one to match the counter. There we go. And then I think I'd like some displays here of various stuff. Maybe we can take this. And then we can get some of the neon lights. Let's do red because we can. You right. Yes. That works for me. And then obviously we're going to need more, but let's put one here just for the sake of it because we can. I like that. All right, now the problem I have is where can I put a coin machine? Needs to go on the wall. Maybe it's going to be a really busy area, so maybe over here. And before I actually forget, let me take that out because I'm going to move along and then I'm going to remember again and then I'm going to forget again and then you know how it goes. I get distracted. There we go. So let's take another one of these. Yeah. No, that open sign will be fine, but I think we're going to move that open sign to behind the till. That is quite cool. Okay, let's move this and put it right there. It sort of loses some of its brightness, doesn't it? We need stuff, so I'm just going to find stuff. Should we try and assemble this thing? I don't know if we're going to be able to get it right, so keep your fingers crossed. I've got a picture from a build that Moving Target did, and it's a very cute machine. I don't think I'm using the same stuff that she was, but I haven't had a chance to go onto her build to figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and do this our own selves. I'm wondering if I should use this maybe. Now that they've given us the option to actually use other stuff, how big do we want it? I'm guessing it's going to have to be fairly big because this sign is huge. So, alright. Will you sit on the wall for me? Yes, you will. Look at you. Okay, that's a start. Maybe can do this two-tone. Something you're fine. You're not. It might work. Alright, let's change you to like a crow. So it's slightly different. Actually, you know what? Let's just change you to a lighter color. And then we can see what the heck we're doing. I'm not going to be able to see without my headlight. Okay. That is a big machine though. Do we need it this big? Probably not. Now, the question I have is, can I change you? I can't change you to a metal, but I can change you to a plastic. Maybe that color? So we've got an outside slot. We've got a slot where the money can come out. We need a slot where that's for the coins. That could work. Okay, so what happens if I do this? So that's for your money going in. That's for your coins coming out. Now, I know I've got this little cell phone here, but I think it will work as a slot for the coins. Sort of vanishes. Let's do that. Oh, yes, and then this. I think that'll work. Just a little box. I wouldn't mind a door on it. Okay, that works for me. Now, this, if we can change this to metal, would be stunning. If we can't, we'll just do that as well. Do we need a button? Obviously, if you go around the back of the machine, you will see a little spade sticking out. And I don't think that would be a good idea. But I like the slot there. I just want to change the color of the slot to back up. Put your money in there. You push your buttons. What you'll change, it comes out there. And whatever that button is for. And then I think let's do this. And we're going to just go with the plastic. There we go. Do we have coins? No, we only have notes. It is what it is. There we go. So let me know what you think. You can come get your coins here, or you can change them at the counter over there. You can play games, you can play foosball. What I'd really like is a display unit that we can put some like plushies and stuff in. Claw machine. Hold on. This is what we use, isn't it? For the claw machine? Where's my question marks? There they are. I think we can do this was another suggestion. To make a claw machine. So maybe we should put the claw machine. Oh, if I put it at an angle, it's going to cause so many problems. Sorry, distracted. How big is that? That's quite big. It might work. Don't know how many toys are going to fit on it though. That could work. Will we be able to get past here? We can still get in. Okay. A little framed dog. Okay, that works for me. How tall are you? You'll fit there. Big are you? You're too big. Oh. All right, hold on. Change of plan. There we go. I need a shelf. They're not all going to fit, are they? Can we just duplicate this? I know we could use a different one. I don't wanna. How about you go on the floor here? Oh, yes. Now we just got to find something that will fill in the gaps. So, got some rubber duckies. Should we get the pirate one? Arr. Sit next nicely. There we go. How big are you? Penguin? Anybody? Well, you'll fit on this little shelf here. There we go. Then we just need something for the top shelf. Eeny, meeny. Oh, let's do the wolf. Wolf is cute. There we go. How does that look? How big is that poster? Oh, dang it. This is the back of the damn staircase, isn't it? I'm just throwing random stuff around. Should we put a table here so they can play board games, or should we just put some benches and chairs here? We've got these new ones. I don't want to put those upstairs. Can use that. That looks like a folding table, basically. Well, let's do that. Gotta have one table at least, and then a couple of benches or whatever. And then I need to figure out how to make a claw machine. Here's the matching chair. I think we're just going to go for like a random chair. And maybe just like something against the table there. Against the wall there. And then what game are we going to put out? We've got a bunch of game tokens. And they are different game tokens. Need a die or two. And then, yeah. You know what? I'm going to be a chicken, and I'm going to make a pile of cards here. And you're going to see it's a pile of cards. So you don't know they're all the same card. Okay, so that's a start. What I really would also like to add is some speakers on the walls. So we just like borrow some. Okay, and we are going to need lights, but right now it's fairly bright in there. We're going to need extras. I have put the park lights off, so there are 2 street lights here. I think I'll stick that one over there. Maybe we've got that bench. Maybe put a couple of these out. people can sit and chill. I also need a step. I think I'm going to do it. Let's do it in that, but then run it that way. Okay, that's a good start. Shame we did sort of cut them out, didn't we? So we'll just throw their poster up there as well. Clearly not the top band in the where are we? In the countryside anymore. Sorry. I got a little distracted. Our suspicious photo of Captain Barnacle, who we have now established is probably not a ghost. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to figure out how to do that. I will do the bathroom here as well. I'll probably just copy the stuff from the other side so that you don't have to watch me making too many bathrooms. And I need to put a sign up here. So games room, driving game. I don't know if this is the right chair. I don't think it is. I would prefer to use maybe this. Let's use that instead. That looks like more like it is designed for this sort of thing. There we go. It actually slides in better. There we go. So one driving game, a whole bunch of other video games. Foosball, we could probably copy this and make another one over here. And then a couple of plushies and all of these. So cute. So guys, I'm going to stop now. I'm taking my hands off the keyboards. I'm going to stop. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of my weird and wonky change machine that's flickering. But I do like the flashing lights on it. Yeah. So guys, if you've got this far and you've enjoyed it, please subscribe. I hope you have a lovely day. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.